guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's cards will be featuring some coffee themed products from Scrappiness. So here is the coffee sentiment die that I used on the two cards, and then also the layered coffee cup die. I've used it on other cards, but I just wanted to use it again because this was also in part promoting the Coffee Lovers blog hop, and that's currently still going on. It ends tomorrow on the 8th, as well as the current sale. So I'm just getting some designer paper, cutting it to size. I believe I cut it to 4 by 5 1/4, so that it leaves that little 1/8 of an inch border there. And I initially decided to use this side of the cardstock. It's designer paper that has two designs on the front and back, and then later you'll see that I changed my mind, and now I'm getting some other designer paper here, cutting it to size to fit on the bottom there. This card is again similar to that first card that I made, and then here I'm just getting some candy stripe paper to add to the bottom of the card. So here is that polka dot, red and white polka dot paper that I decided last minute to use because I think it went better with the other pattern paper there on the bottom. So here I'm just adding some adhesive generously, and then I line it up. I usually line the bottom and the side to make sure the actual designer paper is centered in my cardstock. And then here I'm adhering the small strip to that brown cardstock, and then I go ahead and add that piece to the uh, base of the card there. Okay, next I'm go ahead and get the layered coffee cup die, and then I take the base of the coffee cup and I cut it out of white cardstock, and then I just had some scraps that coordinated with the designer paper. I used the coffee sleeve die to cut that snowflake paper, and then I used craft cardstock for the top of the lid, and then those little pieces for the lid, I just used the same pattern paper that is used on the card for that dark brown designer paper there. And then I decided to just layer the brown on the inner lid, and then that small strip on the side of the lid is the same brown cardstock. To adhere all these little pieces, I'm using the two-way glue pen from Zig Markers, and this is my go-to adhesive pen to apply all these little detailed die cuts together. And yeah, so that is what the coffee cup looks like. I love how just you get this basic coffee cup shape. And then so here I have some miscellaneous die cuts that I've had, I think, from the beginning of the year last year, and a little sentiment that says cold hands and warm heart. And then I got the got coffee sentiment die, and I ran it through on some red mirrored cardstock. So Cat Scrappiness does have several different colors of this mirrored cardstock, and it's on the website. I'll leave links in the description box below. I forgot to mention, I also put some double-sided adhesive on the back of the mirrored cardstock before I ran it through my cutting machine, so that it makes it a lot easier to adhere the sentiment to the project. So lastly, I'm going to adhere the die cuts to my card, and then also I wanted to put a red rhinestone heart onto the coffee cup. I didn't have one, so I ended up getting these pink rhinestone hearts, and then I just colored it with a red Copic marker, and it worked out fine. And then I put some dry adhesive, tape adhesive to the reindeer, and then for the legs, because my tape was a little bit too wide, I used that two-way zig glue on the legs of the reindeer, and then here I'm putting the sentiment onto the card. So here are the rhinestone hearts, and again I colored it with the red Copic marker, and this is my finished card. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you're interested in any of these coffee dyes, we still have a 15% off sale going on. It ends tomorrow, so go ahead and use that coupon code Coffee 2019 to get 15% off your purchase, excluding one brand, Gina Marie Designs. And thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.